You know, a lot of former and current NBA players are cheering the league's decision to ban the Clippers owner, Donald Sterling, for life. Now, we're going to talk right now to Hall of Famer from the NBA, former NBA coach and player Isaiah Thomas, and current broadcaster for the NBA. Good morning to you. I don't want to put words in your mouth, so how do you feel about the decision from Silver?
Well, I think Adam Silver showed great leadership in terms of not only setting the tone for what our league stands for, but also setting the tone for some of the values and some of the ways that we can have these broader discussions in society. And sports is a place where we've always had big, broad discussions about race, about gender, about class, and this is a place today that we welcome all to participate in the conversation.
You know, we know your history as playing so strong for the Pistons, being a part of the Knicks organization when you were coaching. Did you ever have run-ins or experience with Donald Sterling? What was he like?
Professionally, you know, all of us in the league have dealt with him professionally, and whenever I've come across his path, he was always professional.
Okay, so no indications of the type of remarks that then were heard on that tape?
No, I think all of us were shocked, you know, disgusted and angered by the remarks that we heard on the tape.
Yeah. So the penalty, he's banned for life from the NBA, which some of us might go, okay, he's banned, but he still owns it, so he can't step foot in there. Is that enough?
I think the owners right now will have to go through what Commissioner Silver has talked about in terms of a sale. They'll go through their proceedings. There will be another process in terms of trying to gather enough votes to force a sale if that's necessary. But, you know, I think what's most important here that we all need to really understand is the sanctity of the game and the purity of the game. Sports is a place where not only do we instill character, but we also teach this game to young people. And young people enter into our game at a very young age with coaches, teachers, so forth and so on. So the values that we try to instill in society, sports kind of mirrors those values, yeah. And we try to impart those on the youth. So when you talk about race and racism, racialization, those things have to be rooted out of our game, and Commissioner Silver did a good job in setting the tone for that yesterday.
So, Isaiah, does that mean that then, since children are watching, that forgiveness should be a part of the equation?
Absolutely. You know, when you talk about, you know, punishment in our society, there's always punishment, there's always forgiveness, and there's always compassion. And you know, in sport, you know, that's part of what we do. That's part of the learning curve. So
even if someone doesn't ask for it, or hasn't asked for it yet that we know of.
Well, compassion is part of sport. Compassion is part of all American values, part of who we are as a country, as citizens, and we as African Americans as people. So everyone deserves compassion.
Isaiah Thomas, thank you so much. Great to talk with you.
Thank you.
And just some good insight here into your experience with Donald Sterling and then your thoughts on how to move forward.